Hi, I'm Mike Hargis with the Hargis Family Agency, and I want to take just a second of your time to explain the homeowner quote that we sent to you, or that any other agency would give you if you called them. So let's start with homeowners coverage. The first number listed on your quote is going to be the dwelling amount, the house. Anything attached to the house, so a deck or attached garage, is going to be covered under that. So we selected $250,000 because the average homes around here are between $250,000 and $300,000. Some could be bigger, some smaller. We'll customize that to your need. Other structures mean structures that are not attached to the house. So think a separate storage shed or a detached garage. Typically the amount is around 10%, but hey, we can give you more if you need it. Personal property means your contents, clothing, furniture, guns, jewelry, cameras, anything that you have inside the house that's not permanently fixed to the dwelling is covered under personal property. In this example, it's 50%, $125,000. It can be any amount you want, so that's very flexible. Loss of use coverage pays you while your home is being rebuilt or repaired if it's damaged where you can't live in it. So that's what that coverage is. It's a separate amount on each kind of policy. It's a pretty big number, and it will take care of you if you need to stay in a hotel or in a something along those lines while your house is being fixed. The next coverage is liability. So that's premises liability. That covers guests on your property if they have a slip and fall, or if they cut themselves or something along those lines. That's what liability would do, and we're showing $100,000 here, but it's easy to raise that amount if you'd like to qualify for a personal liability umbrella policy. Medical payments, in this example we show $10,000, but medical payments are there for you to pay for somebody's injuries so they don't have to sue you to get it. A liability is you're at fault and they're suing you to recover. So it's a court case kind of thing. This would be no court required. Some kid breaks his arm on your property, we could pay up to $10,000 on their medical bills. And then here's some optional endorsements that are very often added to a homeowners. So water backup or backup of sewer and drains. Earthquake coverage is optional, but very important, especially in West Tennessee and Nashville. And then sinkhole coverage, which is another great coverage that you ought to consider as an optional endorsement. They aren't all that expensive, but they're very important that you have that covered. And then the deductible on this policy is $1,000, which means we would deduct that off before we start paying the benefits under any of these coverages. Just one deductible for the entire loss. And then finally, a lot of people want to know about flood. Well, flood is not covered by homeowners, but you can buy a flood policy through FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and you ought to inquire about that if you're not sitting up on top of a mountain someplace. It's always good to have flood coverage. Thanks.